Baby, I know you're the star, but this is my story time. So the year is 2015. I had just written my 10th standard exam. And like every other kid, I had complete freedom to choose anything from engineering and medicine for my 11th standard. And both my parents are doctors. So I have seen their thick books all over the bookshelf, and I am not a book nerd at all. And my teenage brain thought that let's take engineering, it might be easier because I had never seen engineering books. And it is true, and engineering is easier than medicine because I got done in 3 years because fourth year was COVID online, so it doesn't really count. Okay, so 2015 to 2017, I was preparing for JEE, my first encounter into competitive world. I am from a tier 3 town and we don't have much competition here. It's my dog. I'm not visible, baby. Sit. Sit. So we moved to a nearby town for my JEE coaching. I moved with my mother, and my brother is younger than me. So he also moved with us. So he was in 7th standard, I was in 11th standard. My father stayed back here. This is my parents' house. Comet, baby, I know you're the star, but this is my story time. Are you gonna? Thank you. So, where was I? Yeah, we moved to a nearby town for my JEE coaching, and the coaching was intense. I used to have coaching, I don't even remember, it was back in 2016, 10 years ago, I think in morning. And then afternoon I used to go for extra classes for maths because I was weak in maths. But then I remembered that my little brain had thought that, oh, let's take engineering, we don't want biology, we don't want to become doctor. And we used to have these tests every week, and we used to get these rankings based on which there used to be like batches, like S batch and A batch and B batch. So I started from C batch, which was the last batch. And in every exam, my rank was like always 70, 80 in a batch of like 150 people. And I used to feel very upset. And we also used to get all India rankings. For me, it was always 1000 plus. All India ranking was just the institute students, not even all India students. And I used to think that I can't even get into top 100 in the institute. What chances do I stand in the whole country? And I was trying, I was really trying. I remember I used to wake up at 3 or 4 to study and then go to coaching, then come back, eat something, go for that maths extra class, then come back and study again. I had zero social life. I have no friends from 11th and 12th. I used to live in a city. I don't even know anything from that city. I just know the coaching point and our rented place. Nothing around it, nothing beyond it, nothing, just this much. Till now, because now we don't go in that city much, but test after test after test, my rank was not improving. Even though I was trying, I was genuinely trying, but somehow my brain never registered it or never understood it. Like, I used to understand the formula, but when questions used to come, I used to go blank. Like, what do I even do? Where do I use this formula? And so 2015, after our coaching started in April, I guess, yeah. So till December, I was really trying, and my batch improved from C to B. Not very great, but I was angry. Like, I realized I don't want to do engineering, but it was me who chose engineering because I didn't want to become doctor. My parents had given me full freedom to choose anything from engineering and medicine, and I chose engineering, and I don't even want to do that now. So what the hell am I going to do in my life? I am a failure. I have no future. This is what my teenage brain was thinking at that time, and I thought that there's nothing in my control, and I was so frustrated that I wanted to just do something to feel in control. So I went in a salon. From outside the salon, I called my mother. So at that time, my mother and father were back in the home, and my grandmother was staying with me because of some family function or something, I'm not sure. So I called my mother. I asked her that I want to shave my head. She said, call your father and do whatever he says. I called my father. With dad, I want to shave my head. They're like, yeah, go ahead, please, do it. And I went and I shaved my head. And my grandmother did not come to know about it for 10 days because I shaved it on 4th January 2016. I still remember the date. Yeah, I am very good with dates, not other dates. Mm. So it was winter. During those times, winters were very harsh, and I used to wear scarf around my head all day long. Just remove it while bathing, and after bathing, put it again. And when my mother came back after 10 days, she realized. And then when I showed her, she was shocked. She was like, "How can you do this without telling?" And then I reminded her that I called you. And then she was again shocked because she didn't realize that I was actually going to do it. My father was really chill about it. So, how did I feel after that? It was liberating. Like I used to feel the air touch my scalp. Oh, it was an awesome feeling. I used to spend less time in the bathroom. I spent way less on shampoo and conditioner, and I didn't have any other hair care products at that time. Now also I don't have any other hair care products than shampoo and conditioner. So that was first time, and I was still very upset, and I didn't want to do engineering, but then I realized I don't have any other option. So I just thought to myself, at least let me get into a government college so my father doesn't have to pay a huge amount of fees into my education, so that I can save myself from any more further guilt. And I got into a government college. And I absolutely did not like it. Not the college, but the curriculum. But that's for another day. Second time was in 2021 when I was preparing for UPSC. Again, I was frustrated with the competition and with reservation in it and how unfair it is. And even after trying, I'm not able to get to the point, and some people can get there with minimal effort and with way less marks than me. My brain was just hijacked with all those thoughts, and I again wanted to feel in control. And this time it was lockdown, so I just took my father's trimmer and I trimmed it. And it was COVID, so I was not going out anywhere. We used to have Zoom lectures. I was in last year, fourth year, and our cameras were rarely on, so no one really knew that I shaved my head, which was a good thing for me. But my parents knew, and my father is super chill about it. Now also he says, "Go shave your head. Why are you wasting so much time and money on your hair?" Which is true. But then my mother is like, "If you ever shave your head again, you will be out of this house." They don't have a place to go because I've been employed. I don't have many convenience. But that's also a story for another day. During COVID, it was very, very liberating because I shaved in the month of April, I guess, and it was super hot, and ooh, that air on your scalp, it just feels jannat. And I can just pour water on my head every single day. Now I can't do that. Now I have to plan when I should pour water on my scalp. But when I didn't have long hair, I used to do that every single day, which was. And now when I think about it, all the time that like both the times when I shaved my head, it was something stressful. Something stressful, which, if it is successful, can be life changing. Now, if I would have gotten very good marks in JEE advanced, I would have been in IIT. My life would have been different, but I didn't want to go to IIT. If I would have cleared UPSC, my life would have been different. When both the times it was very uncertain time, and I wanted to feel in control. That's why I controlled what I could, which is my hair. And now I have been unemployed since 9 months, and it is more uncertain. I can't compare, but it is definitely very, very uncertain and very stressful. Like, I'm not into existential crisis because I have a house I can stay, I get food, I have a good life even when I'm not earning. So it is a privilege to be in this phase, but it is still stressful, especially when I see my friends getting promotions and getting their masters and traveling and getting married to a rich husband and traveling on the husband's money. It is bad to be in this phase, but this time I did not shave my head. So is it an improvement? I'm not sure, but since I did not shave my head now, maybe I'm a little more mature than I was in 2016 and 2021. I mean, I will shave my head, but not when I want to feel in control, but when I actually want to shave. What did I just say? Does that make any sense? But yeah, girls, shave your head at least once in your life. you'll realize how freeing and how liberating it is. Plus, you'll save a lot of money on shampoo.